We're Rich and Chris. Today started out with a very serious problem, and it became an even bigger issue once we got out into the desert. So, in typical Rich and Chris fashion, we thought a ride and some adventure was going to be in order. There's actually a lot going on in the vast desert of Arizona, so let's get into it. Okay, I'm excited. It is time to head north. It's supposed to be 88 degrees here today, so we're not going too far north, but we are able to start moving north. How exciting.
Well, we just filled up with water. So now I'm gonna drain the water. I don't know what happened. I don't know, I don't think a rock hit it. I mean, but it's right on a crease, so I'm gonna have to go get something to Home Depot to patch that plastic and maybe reinforce it and then go refill before we camp again.
Okay.
And what I did is I bought some emery cloth and I bought some of this flex tape.
The super strong waterproof tape.
Because it's just a little tiny pinhole at the lowest spot in the tank where the drain valve turns into, and it's a little tiny cut right on the edge. So to me it looks like maybe a seam has come loose or broke. So I'm gonna try patching it with this tape, and then I'm gonna clean off all the little hard water deposits with some abrasive cloth, and we'll see how it is. All right, keep you in the loop. So it was leaking right there, and I'm gonna clean that off and try to correct that. Here's what I did. Here's how it fixed.
We'll test here by filling it up with our 6-gallon
Spare jug.
the spare jug, rather than go and fill it up and then realize that the fix didn't work. But no leak so far. I think we're good. Never a good sign you want to see under your camper. Flaking again?
Yeah, but I think I put that, here's the deal. I put the Flex Seal tape on it, and I thought it was down at the bottom. I didn't circle it when I found it leaking. So I put the tape around the bottom part, and it was actually up at the top. So I think I just missed it. I missed the little crack. Still frustrating.
Okay, good morning. Got my cheat sheets here. We are in the KOFA National Wildlife Refuge, and real quick, KOFA stands for King of Arizona. It's a mine that was established out here. I'm hoping I'm not gonna mess this name up. It's by Charles E. Eichelberger. He named his mine King of Arizona Mine. So to abbreviate it and make it simple, the workers, when they would stamp mine property, they stamped it with a K of A sign. So they squished it together eventually, and it became, that's why it's called KOFA, but it really stands for King of Arizona. Today we're going to go for a ride. We have to go into Quartzsite because we need gas in the motorcycles, and then I think we're going to come back and take Palm Canyon Road and hike up to the Palm Canyon. So these are called California fan palms. I have a few tips if you want to come out to KOFA and do some awesome exploring, hiking, riding, boondocking, whatever you want to do. All right, tip number 1, there are no services here. No gas, no water, nothing. So make sure you come prepared. We did come with very little gas in the motorcycles, which is what we kind of prefer, so that they're easier to load and unload off the bed of the trailer, but that does require a 30-mile trip into Quartzsite to get some gas. Tip number 2, some areas are off limits, so be aware of where you're wandering. They are protecting the bighorn sheep and the Sonoran pronghorn. So some of those areas you don't want to be venturing into. Tip number 3, very important. During World War II, tanks and infantry came out here to train. So there are supposedly unexploded ordnances. If you come across anything that doesn't look like a rock or a cactus, you might not want to touch it, and then go ahead and report it. Another tip is best time to see wildlife. Sunset, sunrise. Worst time is in the summer because it's really, really hot, and windy days are also a bad time to see wildlife out here. Another tip, the camping, you can camp out here for free for 14 days. Oh yeah, most important, there are no paved roads in KOFA, so come prepared. That's it. Okay, we need to get going. Bye. See you on the road. All right, I just wanted to say also that we have met up with our good friends Dan and Janae. They're camped over here. Actually, they came to KOFA first and found a great site, and we kind of, yeah, I guess we're mooch talking out in the desert. Anyway, they're going to join us for a ride today. Okay, so our water leak saga continues. It's still leaking even after Richard put that stuff on. So the plan for today is to go into quartzite and see if we can find some better material. Obviously we're going to have the tank replaced at one point, but it's a good thing that we know we have had all this experience with tent camping and camping with Ruby, because we can be very, very water conscious. So we have our wash basin down here catching the water, so at least, you know, we can use it to wash dishes or something. So here's the plan as we head out from our campsite.
Yes.
Is we're going to wander up to quartzite, number 1, because we need gas. Number 2, because our water tank is still leaking. And we're hoping that since it's such a huge RV place, that Richard will find what he needs to temporarily fix the leak so we can have some water. That's the plan anyway. And we're still hoping to get over to Palm Canyon, go for a little hike, and go see those California fan palms. Okay, so after trying a couple different places here in quartzite, even though it's a very eclectic and you can find just about anything, we're not finding the right stuff that we need to try to patch the water tank. So when all else fails, guess what we do? We're gonna go for a ride. We're gonna go for a ride, and we're gonna go to a town up a real curvy road. The town's called let's see, it rhymes with mouse, so Bouse. We're gonna go to. So this road's kind of fun.
Yeah, out here in the desert.
Yeah, that's a good one. You should come and check out.
Go to Bouse.
Rhymes with mouse. Bouse. Not a whole lot going on in Bouse, but it was a fun ride. Lots of whoop-de-doos. Where are you leading us to?
To find a place to pull over and get some lunch, eat some lunch.
Oh, okay. Did they bring lunch?
Yeah, they said they got some snacks.
Okay. So they got some picnic tables over there. Okay, we found a community park in Bouse to have a quick bite to lunch before we figure out what our next adventure is. But here's what I wanted to check out with you guys, because we are in the middle of the desert and we actually found a place. Well, just see for yourself. It's all pretty and green and lush. Yeah, how awesome. It's 2 in the afternoon and we finally made it over to Palm Canyon Road. Alright, we're on the Palm Canyon Trail. Heading back to the palm trees. They're California pan ferns. No, California something. Anyway, you're supposed to be able to hike about a half-mile back, and then it becomes a scramble. So we're going to see how long this works. But we did remember to bring our hiking shoes this time, so maybe it'll work out better. Yes, hiking shoes and shorts, because it's 80 degrees. All right, we found them, but it's not that bad of a hike, about 0.5 miles in, and yeah, there you go. So here's our view besides the palms. California pan palms is what they're called.
Man.
Oh, let me try that again. I'm messing this name all up. They're called California fan palms. They're actually the only native fan palm here in Arizona. And there's our motorcycle way down there. For a ride this morning. Ground's a little rocky. I feel like a drunken sailor sometimes walking on these rocks. Anyway, we're gonna go check out the King of Arizona mine. And I know, it's these rocks. Richard had a great idea. Tell him your idea.
My idea was to take the panniers off, so in case we fall, we don't break a leg.
Yes. Break anything on the motorcycles, break ourselves. Yeah, that would be no. So we're gonna take the panniers off and then we're gonna get on the road. All right, now we're ready to go.
She's naked. She's got a skinny butt now.
Looking kind of sexy.
This is actually King Road.
Huh. This doesn't look like fun. Yeah. So we're bopping up this little trail up to the horse tanks. We are actually going to leave our game trail here for the night. See if we can pick up any critters. We found an oasis in the middle of the desert, in the middle of KOFA. It's called horse tanks. So this is where the animals all come and get a little bit to drink. Great. Yeah, they're called horse tanks. That's right. waiting for Richard. The desert isn't pleasant for his sinuses, unfortunately. Is it a go? Good morning. We are at KOFA Wildlife Refuge.
Huh?
Camera. Camera on. Are we all good?
Better.
You're better? Okay. Rich is doing a little bit better. All right.
Richard goes through this.
They don't want to know
Richard
your
goes through this
ritual.
ritual of his head draining in the mornings out here in the desert.
We need to get into some states that have a little moisture in the air. All right.